Hey guys, it's DestinyLashae. So we're going to start off with eyebrows. I'm going to use this Nabla Uranus eyebrow pomade, and I love this stuff. I'm also using my Zoeva wing liner brush. I use this all the time to do my brows, and I'm just going to draw a line underneath my brows first and then kind of flick it out towards the end. I have to really kind of create eyebrow hairs because I have hair, it's just like not a lot. So I just do the bottom first, and then I go in and do the top portion and just kind of connect the two, you know, toward the outer portion of my eyebrow, and then I just fill it in normally with that same winged liner brush. I wanted this tutorial to be very in-depth because I know a lot of my tutorials go really fast, so get your makeup out and do your makeup with me and let's have fun. So I'm just drawing in my eyebrows towards the beginning portion and just flicking it upwards. I have a really detailed eyebrows tutorial. I will put this above my head right now if you want to follow that. It just goes more in depth than I am going right now. So yeah, I'm just drawing a line at the bottom and towards the top of my brow, filling it in, and then dragging that bottom line in more because I like to make my eyebrows a little bit longer than they naturally are. And then I just turn the eyebrow brush upwards and then just flick the hairs upwards to kind of create those fake eyebrow hairs. So yeah, pretty easy. Then I go in with my Pro Concealer and I draw a line right underneath my eyebrows as well as all over my lid. This creates a nice sharp eyebrow as well as a nice eyeshadow base for my eyeshadow. And then I go in with this MAC flat brush. I'll have all the brushes listed down below for you guys too, but this is like the perfect brush to sculpt out your brows, and I love using this. I just kind of go right underneath my brows, and this just makes my brows look a lot more defined, and the base also helps my eyeshadows to pop. And I just go in and blend that base out so that it's really even. And then as you can see in a second, I'll use another brush to go in and just kind of pat that concealer into the skin of my eyelid. This brush right here, I just feel like this kind of brush just really helps make that base a lot more even. So if you don't have a brush like this, definitely get one. So I'm just gonna go in and do the other eyebrow, and I'll let you guys just watch this, and I'll be back in a sec. So since I can't really see that well, my vision is not 20/20, as well as I just love color contacts, I'm gonna pop in the Desio Cappuccino contacts. These have to be like my second favorite contacts from them. I just love their brown contacts, they're just so pretty. And then I'm just gonna use this Oshun palette by OPV. It's so pretty. I'm gonna use this yellow color here, and this is going to be my transition shade. I'm using a large eyeshadow like fluffy brush, and I'm placing that right below my eyebrow bone, like the highlight of my brow bone, if that makes sense. And I'm just going back and forth with the brush, just blending it out as I go. Next, I'm going to use the Morphe 350 palette. This is the original, and I love this palette. I'm going to use this orange shade in the corner right here, and I'm going to use a smaller blending brush. This is a small fluffy blending brush, and I believe it's Morphe. Honestly, these brushes shed a lot for me. I don't know about anybody else, but these brushes definitely shed a lot. I haven't bought any of these brushes since the first time I purchased them, so I don't know. What are some good brushes that you guys use? Let me know in the comments down below. But basically what I'm doing here is placing that orange color right underneath that yellow shade. And anytime I do a look like this, I bring my eyeshadow down one notch. Like, I do my eyeshadows in layers. So like, I just want the yellow to peek through behind the orange shade, if that makes sense. So now I'm going in with a darker shade, and I'm using a pinched eyeshadow brush. This is like a flat fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm placing that color a little bit lower down on my eye. So I'm just going back and forth with that, just making sure that there are no harsh lines, but then putting the color in, the crease, and all that good stuff. So boom. Since we're going for a cut crease today, I'm going to use the same brush that I used to sculpt out my brows, and I'm going to sculpt out a defined eyelid. And this really does take practice, guys. I usually tend to hold my head back so that my eyelid is flat and there's no creases on my eye, so I get like a flat surface to kind of sculpt my base out of. And as you can see, I just tilted my head down just to make my eyelid touch the top portion of my eyelid. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just want to create a crease that is very natural, and not natural, but I don't know, I just want it to look right, so that's what I do. Okay. So I'm just kind of sculpting out my lid. It just makes it a lot easier when you use a really flat, small brush to do this. And I like to pack the concealer on. I'm using the LA Pro concealer because it just makes such a better base, and it's easier to sculpt out the crease. So I use like a lot of concealer for this. Now I'm going in with this gold shade from the Oshun palette, and I'm using a smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm packing that in the outer portion of my eye, and just kind of packing that color on, just building it up, the usual. Now I'm going to use the Fortune Teller eyeshadow shade from Makeup Geek. This has to be one of my favorite shades from Makeup Geek. It's just so pretty. It's a nice golden yellow shade, and I'm just packing that color in towards the inner portion of my eye, and just packing it, just keep packing it on there. And I just love working with foiled shadows because they just look so pretty on the lid. Now I'm going in with the Oshun palette. I'm using that white shade right there, and I'm putting that in the inner corner of my eye. This is just going to give the eye look a lot more definition, and it's just going to brighten up the eyes a little bit because it's in the inner corner. And I'm just packing that color in with the same brush. Boo-doop. Next, I am going to go in with this red shade, and I'm going to use a eyebrow brush, and this is like a smaller eyebrow brush. I believe this is the Anastasia one, and I'm going to define that crease even more. And I'm using a red shade because if you put a darker shade against a lighter shade, it makes it pop a lot more. So hence the colors on my lid will pop a lot more if the background is darker. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just creating a line right there in the center between the two colors, the darker and the lighter colors, and I'm just making those colors on my lid pop a little bit more, and it just makes the crease a lot more defined. Now I'm going to take a small pencil brush, and I'm going to use that same red shade and just pack it in the outer portion of my eye, just blending that in to the yellow or the orangish goldish shade that we put down on our lid, just to make sure everything looks nice and blended and even and there are no harsh lines. So I'm just packing that color right in there. I'm also going to take that same brush and just blend that into my crease just to soften up the line that we placed there with the eyebrow brush. And I'm also going to soften up the top portion of my eyeshadow just to blend out everything to make sure there are no really harsh lines. Now I'm going to use these Southern Butte lashes. First, I'm going to curl my lashes with an eyelash curler before I put my lashes on. I feel like this just makes my real lashes mesh a lot better with the falsies. I'm also going to use some of my Too Faced mascara and apply that to my lashes so that my falsies look better. Now I'm going to use my eyelash applicator. These are tweezers from Ulta. They're really good. And I'm going to use that to apply my lashes to my eyes. This tool makes it so easy to apply lashes. I swear to you, I will have it in the description box. Just try it. I promise you, it makes your life 10 times easier if you want to learn how to apply lashes. So I did both eyes. There you go, guys. I'm not done yet. I am going to finish up my eyes in 2.2 seconds. I've already done like my concealer and started baking in everything. So I'm going to take a small dome brush and I'm going to go underneath my eyes with this yellow shade. And I'm just going to pack that on. We're basically just duplicating what we did on the top portion without the cut crease on the bottom portion of our eyes. I feel like smoking out the bottom portion of your eyes, if you get creases underneath your eyes and you like to wear eyeshadow, this really helps minimize the creasing underneath there, or just helps it not to look as creasy. So I like doing this, and it just makes your eyeshadow look 10 times better too. It just makes it look finished. So I'm going to take that same brush and use that orange shade from the Morphe palette and just really going back and forth, blending out the eyeshadow on the bottom of my eye and just going back and forth. I swear blending eyeshadow takes the longest. It is the longest part of my whole face routine. I can literally beat my face in 2 seconds, but when it comes down to eyeshadow, I swear it takes me the longest amount of time. So I'm just going in and blending and blending and blending. Now I'm going to take this darker orange shade that we used on the top portion of our eyes too, and I'm going to use this in the like outer portions of my eye on the bottom. I'm really focusing it on the outer portions because this is a darker shade, and I'm just going in with that brush and blending it out, just dragging some of the excess eyeshadow in towards the inner portion of my eye and just blending it out. I hope you guys like this kind of tutorial. I wanted to make this a tutorial where you guys could follow it and actually do your eyeshadow with me. So thumbs up if you like this video for sure, and leave a comment down below if you're doing your makeup with me. I love listening to music. That's why I have on my headphones, but I love listening to music when I'm doing my makeup. It just gets me in the zone and I love it. So yeah. Now I'm going to use my Rimmel eyeliner. I love this eyeliner in its drugstore. It does not move, even if my eyes tear up or anything. It's just the best. So I'm just going to use that and tightline my eyes. And I'm not tightlining the top portion. I'm just doing the bottom today. And I'm just going in and doing that. I just went in and reevaluated my eyeshadow, and I just needed a little bit more red on the outer portion. So I'm going to take that red eyeshadow with that flat eyeshadow brush, the flat fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to place that in the bottom outer corners of my eyes, just kind of flaring it out and in, apparently. Just really putting that on the bottom portion of my eyes and blending it out, making it look really smoky. So to make your eyes pop a lot more, you do not want to forget to do your bottom lashes. Sometimes I forget to do this and I look at my eyeshadow and I'm like, I forgot something. My lashes on the bottom. sis, you gotta do this. If you don't do it, please try it. It's just makes your eyes pop so much. So I'm doing my bottom lashes. I think I use like 3 mascaras, guys. Do not judge me. I think I use the L'Oreal primer mascara, the white one, the voluminous mascara, and then the Better Than Sex one. I don't know. It was just kind of clumping up, so I had to like switch the spoolies, as you can see. So don't judge me. I was just trying to make it look right. So I'm just going in and do my bottom lashes. If you have a hard time doing this, try using the tip of the mascara wand. It makes it a lot easier. I just like doing it like this because they clump up less. But if you have a hard time, just kind of sweep the tip of the mascara wand against your lashes and they'll become longer. But that is the end of the tutorial, guys. I hope you had fun doing your eyeshadow with me. Leave a comment down below, like this video, share, subscribe. I love you guys. See you in the next one.